Hey guys, hey, I pulled a couple of cards today that I thought would be interesting, and for other people, it was a message to me, and I felt like it could be a message to other people. I'll be honest, I was kind of reflecting on some things and thinking about our political climate now. And though I try to distance myself from so much of the news, sometimes, you know, it's everywhere. So you can get entrapped back into it if you're not careful. Well, these two cards just sought some enlightenment for me, and I wanted to share the message that I got. The first was from, this is the Awakened Tarot, and I pulled the Hangman. And in this tarot deck, the Hangman has this lighted halo around his head. And the interesting thing to me about the Hanged Man is that he can get a loose if he really wanted to. He could find a way. But sometimes I feel like he stays in this position because he needs to see things from a different perspective. And that is what the message I got today is, that sometimes you need to get in a position to see things from a different perspective. If low level energies are coming after you, or you need to almost get on their level to see them. And as you can see the position of the Hanged Man, he's hanging and he well can see what's going on with low level energies, okay? Because he's kind of more closer to where they are, but yet he's elevated from them. So that was a different perspective for me to see. The other card, which I got a lot from, was the Isis Oracle, and this is by Elena Fairchild, and here it is. And I am going to read some of the book and add my commentary to it because I thought it had some great insights in this deck. Okay, it's the power over 7 scorpions. And this again is the Isis Oracle. It's the power to conjure lower vibrational forces. And in this, it says you're being initiated into the magic of conjuring to have power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. You're guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy and non-judgment. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. The Lady Isis teaches the art of conjuring, of being able to use will and word to gain dominion over lower vibrational energies. We must be careful to use this gift with compassion, respect, and love. Using words with care and firmness will bring great healing in your life. And I know sometimes when people say with compassion, but in order to conquer lower level beings, you have to go from a higher vibration. And so that compassion is, you conquering them from a higher vibrational place. The lady was able to cause the poison of 7 scorpions to yield to her healing intent by naming them and dominating their position. She did so out of compassion to save the life of the young boy, as seen here in the card. In this storyline, the mystery of her conjuring art that is awakening in you. To name the poison requires careful and clear assessment. If you judge or resist really knowing it, you are unlikely to be able to accurately name and therefore gain power over the poison. If you stay curious, detached, compassionate, your perception and ability to wield the power that comes with the ability to accurately name the poison and then to use the power for learning and healing. You can say that I'm free. You can command them to leave the body and move on. And in this, it has a ritual where you kind of go through the chakra systems, each starting at the base chakra or the root chakra, and you move up. You name the poison. So maybe the poison at the base or the root chakra is fear. And you say things like, you breathe in deeply, and I command you to leave. I command your power over any part of my body is no longer effective. Lovingly, I move on and I replace you with courage. So you'll go up through the the seven chakra systems as you name these poisons or these scorpions that contain that poison. And I went through that, and it was very empowering to go through the systems and to name. And whatever the name is, it'll come to you. If it's fear, if it is intimidation, lack, or whatever, you name it. Because once you name it, then you realize what it is and you have power to overcome it. And then at the end, when you're finished, she gave this incantation, and I like to share that incantation with you. Over any poison, big or small, I can heal and repair. My words have power overall. I do not entertain despair. I name the truth within and around me with deep compassion and clarity. The pain of life bothers me no longer. I exercise with love my power to conjure. And I just felt like going through the exercise of that and doing that was really, really helpful to me. And I know some people may feel like, hey, that's a love and light thing. But there is a purpose and a place for love and light, just as there is a purpose and a place to fight like hell. And I think the difference between both of those is divine timing, knowing when to, there used to be a song, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to run away, and know when to pause, and I think it was by Kenny Rogers. You never count your money sitting at the table. And that's how I feel. There's a discernment in knowing divine timing. And there is a time for love and light. There is a time, like I said, to fight like hell. And sometimes you might have to fight a clean fight. And sometimes you got to meet your opponent and you may have to fight a dirty fight. And if you know, you know. So I will leave it there. But sometimes I think you have to assess the situation as the hangman is looking at the situation. Figure out what's the best way to fight your opponent, and then you know what to do. And sometimes you can fight an opponent and never lift a finger. You work with the energies you have from a higher place of being and thinking, and you can still win. Well, those were my thoughts for today. As I pulled these cards and looked at them, I felt like could help some other people too. You leave some thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, or if you have some more thoughts about this, leave them. Take the message if it affects you. If it does not, it's not for you. Anyway, you have a powerful day. Blessed be.